about the Inferno, the Dust 2 train, MIBR didn't really care. They were just supremely confident on each and every one. Which I guess is the only way to be at this stage in the tournament.
It is, and I mean, given the kind of talent that they have on this team now, there is no reason they shouldn't be confident. And the way that Fallen was playing earlier was just nuts. And on Dust 2, that AWP can get so much space to work with. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Astralis going to be starting on the CT side. MIBR on the T side. Do have a smoke and a Molotov there on Fallen, but otherwise, I mean, it's not bad to have that smoke. No matter where you go, if it's A or B, you want to try and see if you can maybe just close out some of the distance against those USPs. That is a problem that you have to face when you're on the T side on Dust 2.
Yeah, it definitely is. A lot of players outside of Long for MIBR. Initial presence for Astralis above Pit, and they've actually kind of fallen away from that, so not entirely sure what's coming. There's a smoke at the base of Banana trying to pull people over. Fallen's playing with fire, though. One random bullet through that smoke could do so much, and that has not pulled enough people away, has it? That has not done enough.
No, he tried to fake it. He threw the Molotov as well, which is a really big commitment in a pistol round. They're out on the catwalk, and now they've been spotted, so the fake has definitely been called. They know what's coming here, and Dupree opening up and taking down Fur is a good beginning, but the battle is not done yet. 4 versus 5, and Tariq and Dupree now having a bit of a fight down there in the pit's glaive as well. They want to see if they can find him, and Tariq feeling the pressure right now, and he's eventually going to get the kill. Oh my god, he takes him down as well. They had him boxed and locked in the corner, and he fights his way out, getting the reload. They ran out of bullets, and now Device is down here, wants to see if he can clean it up. He's one bullet away here, Tariq, so it could be back in a 3-on-3. Still need that bomb plant, so now 40 seconds. What a way to begin now. 3-on-3, Sip in the middle. Stewie going to be peeking him. Looking the wrong angle, but he does stay alive. And now good movement here. Magisk right over the barrel to take down Fallen. And they're running out of players. They need to make this work right now. 28 seconds. And they're still walking back and forth. They haven't really committed yet. I think they might run out of time now. Device is going to be on the bomb site. Ready and waiting. Stewie going to be instantly taken down. And now it's all on Cold Sear. As you said, the best player in the world, 16, 17. But now he's going to have to zip it up. 1 versus 3 with 10 seconds, and oh my god, he does get the headshot. Device will take him down, and that's a good way to start this game, isn't it? That's
so weird, though. I think as close as that Pistron was at times, it just fell flat for MIBR, in my opinion. They didn't ever close the gap on anyone from Astralis. They initially tried that catwalk hit. They got shut down at range by the USPs. This is the only bright spot, and it's Astralis not only pushing into Tariq, but also 2 players from Astralis making mistakes that you don't normally see out of them. So he obviously capitalized on that, but you go back to B, you've got to face Magisk, you have no utility, he's on platform, long range, free shots. Go back to A, Device has free shots long range. That Deagle bullet just whizzes past the head of Astralis players, but long control is theirs, and that will be a fun battle to keep track of throughout this map.
There was absolutely a version of the simulation, Moses, where he kills both in that 1 bullet, but it wasn't this time. Let's see if Astralis can do a good enough job at holding on to these rifles. Definitely makes a big difference. You want to build that CT side economy. This really can be a ridiculously T-sided map, so if you can get the first 3 rounds here in Astralis, you're already doing a pretty good job. Device ducking down, and he's going to be flashed for such a long time. Somehow stays alive, and now the backup is going to be here a little bit. Bomb should be going down about any second, but MIBR kind of want to fight a little bit more. They're actually trying to win the round here. Dupree now co-trains with the SMG, and the fight looks to be going away of the Danish team. No bomb plant. They weren't just interested in the money. They wanted the upset win here. Device with the triple, and he's one of those players you don't want to have too much of a good start on if you're MIBR. Quad kill in the end, 7-0.
Interesting to see MIBR not even trying to get that plant even when the smoke goes down.
Yeah.
Not really able to make it work. They wanted a kill or 2, really trying to kind of hit the home run, I guess you'd call it. Great control from Dupree and Device, not overextending, just kind of holding the line, and they're rewarded with their patience. Device is having a very good start to this game. 4 kills in that round. I think the previous he'd had 3 in the pistol, so good stuff from him. 2-0 for Astralis. And MIBR doesn't have a whole lot of success in these opening 2 rounds to be happy about. We have to say, I think there's, you know, this MIBR team still has a lot of work, but I think there is like a certain amount of romance to them being back that everyone wants to believe in. You can feel like they're right on the cusp of like really inspiring the fans, viewers all over again. This is a huge test for them, though. As confident as they've been, as good as we've seen Fallen play throughout this event so far, this is going to be really, really difficult.
Yeah, but because in some ways, I think because we're still so early on in that sort of romantic stage, they can take a couple of losses and sort of sweep them off again. I don't think it's going to be sort of like a crumbling thing for the team if they lose to Astralis now. I think that'll just be like, well, you know, a little bit of a hard lesson to learn, but you know, we knew how good they were, so we'll just continue to prepare. I actually think some of the games maybe that they might have ended up playing otherwise later on, like some of the more unknown teams, Windstrike, maybe Vega, those I think would have been harder. I mean, sometimes they were, right? Tyloo. Yeah. I think those were some of the matches that might have been very hard for MIBR to be playing. This one, we'll see how it goes. No AWP yet on Fallen. That is something that I'm personally looking forward to. He's got the AK right now, and they are speeding up towards the bomb site. Just gonna force out some grenades early on. This isn't really an attempt to try and get through. And Fallen, taking down Device. He was really quick on the catwalk. Beautiful stuff.
Look at the speed of this as well. The Molotov as well. Xyp9x is going to find an angle. There's two players here. They're actually doing a reverse boost. Oh, it backfires. That is kind of a cool idea. Difficult to pull off, and I don't think they were expecting two players to pinch in. Glaive is still all alone, though, because of Xyp9x rotating over. Tarek waiting outside long, but they need this kill inside the bomb site. No one's considering it. Just yet, Glaive's going to have a free shot. He gets the kill. First, taking out Xyp9x, but he can't win the follow-up. And Tarek, he was being patient. He's trying to be the lurker. He's trying to take out anyone on railing if they have that issue, and now it just kind of falls flat. A clutch situation that he's got to win, and that smoke is going to be difficult for him. One at CT spawn, he tries to find it. Dupree tapped away with the M4. Another solid win for Astralis.
That was actually an incredibly well choreographed round out of MIBR. The initial pressure on B, and then Device gets taken down. They're instantly in the middle. They smoke it off, and they were maybe expecting that Zip was already boosted behind that box, because it is kind of a common play, especially when the smoke goes up in CT spawn, right? People like to stay on that box, so they were ready to fight him. I don't think I've ever seen that attempt, but it's a great idea. Yeah, the reverse boost over, I think it's designed to put him in that position to pick off the rotators, right? Someone dropping down from catwalk. Good tag through the door onto Dupree, but obviously with Dupree and Xyp9x fighting for mid, that pinch in, Astralis does that very well, and it kind of shuts down that idea, but you can see how it can be so deadly. Very difficult to pull off if the conditions aren't just right. Good flashbang, and Glaive is gonna be lucky to stay alive. He's got a little bit of backup behind him here. The deep grenade gonna land on Cold Zero. He does have armor, so he's gonna be fine, at least for a little while. This is a really great opening for Astralis. Again, this can be an incredibly T-sided map, so winning 4, maybe 5 rounds here right off the bat is definitely going to make a big difference. And I think, is Dupree boosted up on that box now? Yeah. Yeah, it's such a common position, so this is something you're going to see a lot. You can look over the smoke even if they smoke CT spawn, so it's such a viable position in so many ways. And see if Tarek is going to be looking for it. Dupree just waiting. Going to be standing up and instantly gets his face taken right off. That shot. Yeah, Tarek was looking for that exact play. But where does MIBR go from here? They don't have any smokes, just the 2 flashbangs. Device, one mistake, and he could be in trouble. They're all positioned on catwalk. Xyp9x is going to be rotating to provide support from below. There's the first, there's the follow-up. Device still living, still just needs to take out one player and survive, and there goes Xyp9x, but Device, without taking him out, it's going to be no problem. Triple kill for the man, for Deva. For Deva. He's having a good game, 11-1 right now. It's still pretty early on, and because we haven't really got a chance to see MIBR, I mean, they had that one rifle round, but that AWP on Fallen, I still think that's something that I'm looking forward to. Better come out now, they need it. They need something. We'll see what he can do with it. Doesn't have a great spawn for long, so not going to go for that battle. Smoke for catwalk. Oh, they want to go fast-paced, bombing some flashbangs as well, but it hadn't bloomed. It just took a little bit too long, and that rush was ahead of the timing. And great utility from Astralis. They have neutralized any kind of fast play, and there's no progress. Stewie's the only one who has an advanced position, but they're already down a man. It's not worth it. Even just the initial jump pass for Astralis, right? They see those players coming down suicide lane, so they just know what's coming, and that's not bad at all. Glaive going to be sneaking down into pit. Let's see what MIBR could do. Now, they haven't gone for any timeout yet, and I mean, they don't necessarily have to, but if they don't win this round, maybe they do need to just sort of reevaluate things, because it is getting a bit scary now. I think it's feeling scary because they've just been outplayed a couple times, and they haven't really found any hope. They haven't really gotten into a solid post-plant position to even kind of challenge for a round. Device with an AWP at the A ramp. Glaive holding long. He's in a great position to be able to flank if need be.
And at this point, especially with a 5-on-4, like, Astralis isn't going to give you this pick. Fallen's looking for someone to move out of the B bomb site, but they've already got what they want. They've already got a 5-on-4. No one needs to really find information. It's just force you to execute into a bomb site.
Nice forward play from Glaive down here. He's been doing it a couple of times, but it really does help out. Fallen, the shadow will be showing, and the pre-fire is in. That was very dangerous, because Fallen could have absolutely hit that shot. The Molotov and grenade combo there, taking down Stewie, and MIBR having a hard time finding the entries, which is usually not the problem that you have on Dust 2 on the T side. Jump down through the smoke, and Tarek will open up the device with the return pistols out. Close range against Tarek, and he's almost going to get it done. Now, yeah, he wanted to pick up that AWP, but he's just having a lot of trouble, and Glaive will take him down 6-0. And I don't know. This is this wasn't not what I was expecting. Not the beginning I was thinking of.
Well, I've got something for you while we're talking doing this tactical timeout.
Go on.
If you guys want to watch how to play this Dust 2, as Astralis is putting on a little bit of a clinic, check out all those individual POVs. You guys can get the FACEIT Major Premium Pass on Twitch. $9.99, cool little investment. You get all the extra stats.
Definitely
individual POVs can be some really fun stuff, and obviously you get to watch your favorite player. Let's do your Bardoff impression. For those of you in GoTV, who are you watching?
Oh God, I was. You saved me, Moses. I was.
Your mind went elsewhere.
Oh yeah, I was in really deep water at that moment in time. I thought this is going to be bad. I think it's going to have to be. We're going to look for someone to enter into this. I kind of want you to watch Fur, actually.
Okay.
I kind of feel like he's.
That's a bold prediction.
Yeah, he's only got 1 kill right now, but. I feel like someone, because obviously the device is getting all the kills right now, but for MIBR to get back into this, it'd be nice to have step it up and just make some sort of crazy entry. Maybe not so much in this particular round. That's going to be slightly tricky with the MAC-10. He usually doesn't do that well long range.
Yeah, Device is really spanking MIBR across this map. He's been phenomenal, and he hasn't seemed to have a single issue with that AWP. The Eagle's out. Let's hope they talk something over during that timeout. I remember after their loss to Tyloo, the big thing that I heard from the guys was we just played so scared, didn't play like ourselves, didn't properly attack the bomb site. It looks like a similar situation here. It feels like no one on MIBR has a great feel for what Astralis is doing. They haven't seemed to have found very clean fights throughout this whole thing. That might be the best fight they've taken, but they've lost so much HP even in a victory.
Yeah, it could definitely be a consequence of the map, even though it seems so absurd to be saying, because Dust 2 is sort of the iconic Counter-Strike map, but it isn't now. Like, it's definitely changed just enough that everyone is very uneasy on it.
Well, we haven't seen it a whole lot. That's why, like, half the reason why this, oh my lord, to jump over the spot, Device is going to get bailed out by Glaive. Magisk is under minimal pressure from Tarek. Look at the HPs on MIBR. Even if they're finding these kills across the map, they're not getting anywhere else. And yeah, Device, more easy kills being funneled his way.
16-2.
That's not bad, is it? You're not going to beat Astralis too many times when Device is going 16-2.
He's working on a bit of a, maybe it could be like a major legend stage record if he keeps going. I mean, I don't know what the actual record is, Moses, but I'm just saying that if it keeps up like
frags in a game.
Yeah, or just KDA and a half or something like that. Okay. Could be something like that going on. He is certainly hitting those AWP shots. Now Fallen has his AWP back 7-0 in favor of the Astralis side. Round number 8 coming up, and we'll see what MIBR could do. I'm not counting them out at all yet. Fallen did just see that jump. They commit 4 people potentially for a fight on long. And honestly, some of the teams that we've seen really collapse on the CT side of Dust 2, they have lost long almost every single time, right? So Astralis is making damn sure that doesn't happen. They are leaving also now Dupree alone in the B-bomb side.
I love this story of Astralis in this major. Best team in the world coming into it looked so shaky in Challenger, especially off that loss to North in the grand finals of Stockholm. Everyone was getting so giddy, so happy that there was something being shown by Astralis in the way of weakness that gave teams some kind of hope to be able to overcome them. And here in the Legend stage, they've closed that door. They've figured it out. The concept of peaking at the right moment, it seems like they're building up to that really deadly peak.
Yeah, they had a real wake-up call yesterday against Liquid, overtime match that they ended up losing, which was just an incredible game, obviously. We'll see what happens here. Dupree going to be falling back, and the backup is really, really far away. So a couple of good grenades on him, even just the right time flashbang. There are going to be so many people on that bomb site that he can't really recover the aim in time. So he's by the barrels. They do have a smoke and a couple of flashbangs on the other side. He's edging his way in. Smoke going to make that AWP very hard to use, and should be calling for a bit of backup. He's just going to leave the bomb site. Doesn't really want to fight it, just hoping for one kill as they cross, and he's going to get it too. Perfectly played, especially as Sid picked up the other one. Now just jumping on over. That shot almost connected. That was very scary. 3 on 5 though, and 10 seconds left. MIBR. This is the B bomb site, and it can be held with 3 people. It's not easy, but if you get a couple of entries, it's definitely going to work. Tariq, 1 health left down here in the grenade follow-up, and I think that was their one chance. Maybe they had to have 3 alive. 2 on 5 seems absolutely impossible. Fallen, ready for this flank, but he's still going to get shot in the face. And oh my god! What just happened? That is out of control. Again, if they had 3 people alive.
Yeah, well, we'll just fall and hitting that shot in Hulls if Glaive hadn't killed him that quick. What a... I don't even know. That happened so quick. Those shots were perfect from Stewie. It's just...
Is that even legal?
It's almost unfortunate that that kind of a play should win you a round.
He transfers down and then back up again, and controlling the recoil. I don't think this is very rare, right? What was that spray? Was it JW on Inferno that continued the spray at the B bomb site? That was
wild as well, wasn't it?
Mental.
Well, finally a post plant, but by the time MIBR gets the bomb down, it's a 3 versus 5, and here they have to find a way to apply some kind of pressure to Astralis. I mean, Zipnik's finding Cold Zera in mid. And then Dupree picking one off in that B bomb site. Yeah, the bomb goes down in a retake scenario. You normally think that's going to apply pressure, but just not enough with only 3 players surviving. Here, finally, with long presence, Tariq gets dropped, so kind of that whole thing I was about to go into. Yeah,
go on, Moses.
Yeah, it goes away.
All right.
Thanks a lot for that device.
I can feel you were building it up, so...
I was going to try and hype it up. I was going to try and get some positivity flowing and leave it to the Danes to take all the fun away.
Kind of an old strategy on this map from way before the rework was, you know, taking long control on T side, leaving a guy pit, then pressuring the rest of the map, and having that guy much later, like, you know, 30 seconds later, he starts to peek up, and suddenly you catch someone off guard, right?
Or it's a great area to fall back to the way that MIBR are doing. As long as you can hold that presence and you know, have the knowledge that no one's there, it's great.
This might be the first time we see sort of a long take. You know, you smoke off the cross, you get over. We haven't really even seen them in a position to do this, so Device is going to be jumping on over. He sees every single one and takes down Fallen, and he's back for a bit more. The spray through actually does a lot of damage. Device in a little bit of trouble here. He's going to finally go down, sit with a refrag, and it's still a 2-on-4, and still looking very good at the moment here for the Astralis team. They need that bomb plant. I can't really blame them for wanting to look for another kill before they do, because it's just so risky. Now they got the bomb, but they can't exit the site, and this is sort of the theory of playing on the A side. You want to get the bomb plant, but then try and get something off the site so you can maybe defend it a bit more from range. Fur trying to look for the shot here with the AK-47. Cold Zera picks up one good headshot, and all of the damage. This could actually work out, but Meg is coming in from long. Now Cold is all alone with just 32 health left. 1 versus 2, and he's going to get taken down. Such an effort in that round, but it's not enough.
No, you're so screwed if you get into that bomb site and you have Magisk flanking. You're exactly right. I mean, great play from Zipnik on Catwalk. Not even challenging the fight, because he knows they can't really attack it. And that's just buying so much time. And once you have them coordinated in the site, the retake is so easy. You know where everyone is. This is a great round from Device. The opening pick, and I don't know how he survives that, but the follow-up kill, he's maybe getting a little bit overconfident with the kind of play that he's brought out with that next angle he takes, but it doesn't really matter. 9-0. And to be touted as the game of the day, the headlining match.
Shows you what we know, Moses. we're hyping it all. I mean, it's not done yet.
No, it's really not.
It isn't over. Remember again, MIBR, if they can just get a good buffer in this first half, get up to 4 or 5 rounds, they win the pistol in the second half, then they go straight into that Fallen and Cold Zera, or I don't even care, just another AWP, right?
Yeah.
Get that up and running. That could be still lethal. So let's not get ahead of ourselves, even if...
I don't know. This one, I wonder if I can change my prediction. Do you think they'll let me?
I won't let you, Moses. You stole that one from me yesterday.
Oh, did I? Yeah, I mean, in a way, I guess. I mean, that was kind of apparent the whole way along, wasn't it?
Was it?
That was the easiest prediction of my life.
Yeah.
That liquid over Astralis. Well, maybe we all just got caught up in the romance, the heat of the moment, the passion. Our boy Yanko in the coaching position, fallen, returning to glory. Astralis is just slapping them around Dust 2 at the moment.
Yeah, I do think there's an element of the map being a factor in this. Not to make too many excuses, but I do think there's something like that going on.
Device has more kills than all of MIBR combined, which is never a good thing.
No.
Never, ever a good thing. And he's looking like he's going for more. He's hungry. Magis, this might be the first time that he's going to realize what's happening at the time. Oh, almost transfers over, but Device is here. He's here so fast, and the rest of Astralis crunching on this hit. It's just Stewie, and he handles Device. Over-aggression, over-peaking from Device, and Stewie with 6 health against an op. It doesn't really matter. Surely here he gets taken down, but Dupree, another AWP. The positions of these sniper rifles have backfired. The Molotov, though, might do it. Stewie's gonna burn.
Oh, that is completely heartless, and Glaive will take down Fallen. They did, I mean, again, they're really fighting for these rounds, but it is just not enough. It's going to be 10-0 right now. Definitely right on Device. That was, yeah, a bit overzealous, peeking in through the window. Obviously feeling the game quite a bit at this moment, but...
this is the second team ace Astralis has had in this game so far.
Yeah.
Oh, the second one that I've noticed. Could be more, I guess, theoretically. Yeah, Device is at the moment going for a lot of heat check plays, isn't he?
Yeah.
That kind of angle on that A take, which is, I mean, I guess it's fine. Like, he is kind of on fire, so fair play.
Yeah, he's having a...
20 and 5.
In 10 rounds, by the way. That's averaging 2 kills per round.
That's pretty disgusting.
That doesn't really usually happen.
Yeah.
Well then. Back on the AKs, back on the grenades here as MIBR are looking to put a round on the board. I think now we're really running out of time. I would say 4 or 5 rounds is enough of a buffer that if you win the pistol, you're still competitive. Like, it can swing back that way, but it's time now. Definitely something needs to happen.
It's the fact that nothing has come really that close. I guess that round was probably the closest they've had.
If you took my advice earlier and followed third, it would have been the least exciting time. He's gonna pick up a kill since.
Yeah.
I just feel like some of the time he's the one that sort of like shrugs off all of the fatigue and goes for it and can be a bit more aggressive in some situations.
Yeah, well, you need someone at them. I mean, here's his chance. It's at least, you know, a pretty even duel, all things considered. Like, you know, if you take into account the other fights that MIBR has gotten in this game, if Fur goes up these stairs and challenges Zipnix, that's probably the best opportunity they'll have to be finding a pick. Either way, here comes MIBR working their way up catwalk. But it just seems they've had this control for a while, and they're not really doing anything with it at the moment. Now moving forward, and just going to be a dry peek. Zipnix spots it out, gives it up.
Yeah, nobody did catch him as he backs off. Tarek in position in case Glaive went for that peek, which he has a couple of times into the longhouse, but that's not the case right now. 40 seconds. Grenade landing right on top of Fur's face. That is never a good time either. And Glaive just spotting it down here. If he goes down, though, it's going to put so much pressure on Device. We'll see how this works out. 30 seconds now left. They're really not leaving themselves a lot of time to make this push happen. Great flashbangs, great follow-up, and Tarek taking down a kill. Now it's Device. He's so trapped right now, just fighting to stay alive. But Sip is doing all the work on the other side, getting a quick double in. It's now Dupree. They don't have a smoke to cross it. They're quickly running out of time. 10 seconds. They've got to make this one. The bomb is on the other side. He gets one, and Cold Zero, he's looking for the fight. Dupree will take him down, crushing all of the hope. I don't even think they had the time to actually get the bomb. They had to go for it.
They had to go for that fight, which is why you see him. I do not know how MIBR didn't win that round. Zipnix is a god. There had to have been a flashbang somewhere, because Device somehow magically survives. 3 players swing off catwalk in the open. That's so tough to deal with, and that was their best chance. Glaive had actually fallen back and given up the long angle. They were in perfect position to get pinched in. Device was open to 2 different angles. I don't know if Glaive saw them come out, but the fact that he didn't stay in pit meant that they could have easily gotten wrapped upon if just 1 kill goes the way of MIBR. And geez, if they can't win a round like that.
What is left?
Oh no.
Oh no. The grenade. That might be a record set. That hit 4 people for 40 plus damage on all of them.
It's done, Anders. It's over. Let's call the game. Someone throw in the towel. It's not worth finishing.
That's a little bit rough. 12-0. Man. Glaive just having so much of a good time, isn't he?
Oh god.
The easiest quad kill of his life.
Yeah, that was I mean, it's still pretty nice shooting, all things considered.
So, round number 13 now. Moses has given up all of the hope.
Yeah, I'm out.
All right. Well, you don't get to give up in this game, Moses. There's no tapping early. You're in it all the way. Oh, Dupree taking down for just an edge there. Somehow it's enough.
Surely they're not getting 16-0, Anders.
I don't know.
Surely not a 16-0.
It sort of feels like that's where...
Not at this caliber. Not as a major as a qualification to the top 8.
It would certainly be nice for Astralis, right? That would make a good entry into the playoffs.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't even know what's happening right now. This is... we talked about some of the confidence we saw. I mean, this is what I'm lacking right now. Fur is one of those players, again, that they should be able to call him. Fallen has usually been... I mean, he should be able to take that long fight, right? Get the spawn once and just go for it. He's got 3 kills right now. Fur's got 1. Flashbang catches Sipper. He's going to be unflashed in time to pick up that 1 kill. So 4 on 3 is all. Oh, that's a nice shot. Taking down Device. That was a job well done. But Glaive is still there, and now 38 seconds as they try and get across. Yeah, no smoke again. So they're going to try and see if they can run boost Cold Zero. This is a bit of a dream. He does get caught in the middle of the lane. Bomb is down. Headshot from Glaive to follow it. He's at 16-3 himself. And that's 13-0. Moses.
Yeah.
This is...
We're running out of words to really describe it.
Well, I have a lot of words,
While being able to keep our jobs.
I have a lot of words.
Yeah, that was the second half of that statement. This is where it'd be fun to chat with Yanko and be like, so, you've had so much fun being a coach. How's it feel right now?
Do you want to rub it in his face a little bit? Because his life is so much better than it was when he was...
Bet you wish you were an analyst now.
Bet he doesn't, Moses.
Shout out Chad.
Yep, indeed. Some team needs to rescue Chad at some point.
Here we go. CZ's desperation for MIBR. Astralis making a statement here in this match.
Yeah, this is a very overwhelming performance. Sip reading the smoke coming, positioning himself at the edge of it. The counter Molotov. Now they're going to boost up in case anyone is on the box there. A little bit of a stumble, but they're certainly ready for it. A lot of firepower in the middle.
That's also too dangerous, too exposed to a pop flash to keep for long, so they just give it up immediately. Dupree. There's 3 players in this B bomb site. If MIBR calls this B split, they're screwed. And yeah, they're making the right adjustment. Go towards this A site, but they have to contend with Device. And they've used all their smokes. Again, it's just 1 flashbang. Better blind him for the entire duration of this round, because Device is not missing. 1 player's cross, low HP. There finally is a miss, and actually Device forced back. But what are the odds they can actually pull this off?
That needed to be a win, but Tarek alone in the 1 versus 4. Device staying alive on 8 health, so is Glaive, and Tarek about to be shot in the back as well. Just absolutely no chance to make it out. He's going to go down to the Dupree, 14-0. This is so obscene. Yeah, make sure no children are watching, Moses. This is...
Everyone under 18, leave the room.
Yeah, this is completely out of control. I don't know. They've got 1 last chance, Moses. Get 1 round on the board. Sometimes it starts with something small, right? It's
just crazy to think that a team that has an Opera and Fallen, Stewie, Tarek, and Fur, that you're not able to find a whole lot of openings. Even when you do get them, you're getting stopped. Here comes that long play. They're just trying to get out. Molotov separating. Tarek can't do anything. Oh, that Molotov is going to force Tarek into the open, though. There's no way he survives this without that smoke. They know exactly where he is, and so much utility is being exchanged. What are you supposed to do here if you're MIBR? They're completely caught, and they just have to abandon Tarek. It's literally all you can do.
Leave no man behind. Doesn't work in Counter-Strike apparently. Dave and Meg is following up, and they did try and go back and get him, and it's just not working out. Fallen and Stewie, 2 versus 4. Looking at a 15-0 half in favor of Astralis. This is definitely a whole nother level that they've been playing well enough in this tournament, but we haven't seen this so far. It's a little bit intimidating, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, also, this is, you have to remember too, this is why a lot of teams have stayed away from Dust 2, even though it is a map that, in terms of, you know, the skeletal structure is very much the same. Just no one really knows who's good and who's not on it at all times. Like, it's that deep into the teams. So a lot of guys just don't don't want to mess with it. And obviously now we get the idea, and, you know, Astralis, certainly no one's going to dare them. Maybe Big.
That could well be. Oh, good idea for the boost, but Device will take him down anyway. No laughing allowed, Moses. Stewie now in a 1 versus 4.
It's not laughter, it's scoffing. It's what are you supposed to do against Device when he's playing like this? What an obstacle. What just a brick wall at this A bomb site that he's been this entire game. And even Zipnix, the support from Ramp has been phenomenal. 15-0.
Nobody breaking into double digits on the MIBR side. Device has got 24 kills at the end of 15 rounds.
And you see a little bit of laughter from Cold. I mean, there's nothing you can really do when you're in this situation as a player. This is one of those ones where you're just like, all right, well, not our day.
Moses, I've been thinking.
Yeah. That's never a good sign.
How did someone come up with the word shampoo for a product? It's like a combination of sham and poo, and it's like it's a beauty product, right? So how did they sell that? Seems odd, doesn't it?
It does seem odd. Have you ever looked into it? I feel like a Google search could probably...
No, I thought about it in the shower this morning, and
okay. While you were using the shampoo?
Yeah, and I couldn't keep it out of my mind, so I thought maybe you could help me.
That's the issue. I haven't used shampoo on my head in quite some time, so...
Fair enough, Moses. That is a good way out of it, I suppose. That wasn't even meant to be like a thing, but
sure.
I'm glad it ended up there. Let's see. Oh, well done. Smeggy's just... Not even a chance is there. Can we get the full 15-round reverse sweep, Moses? I'm in the mood for that kind of game.
That kind of freaky stuff.
Yeah.
We'll see. Here comes a pop flash out mid. coldzera might eat it right in the face, but he's more than capable of getting back into cover. Delayed mid to B smoke, spamming through. When you're down 15-0 as well, it might force some rotations that normally it wouldn't. They're going to come up, and coldzera's still in CT spawn. They might be able to do this. Tarek out in the open. It's going to be tough for him to adjust, but he's at least got coldzera to distract, and I think he's done it. Good response from dupreeh. Fallen now at range. 2 kills down from MIBR. Flanked from long, and finally, that Astralis pinch does its job.
Yeah, there is a late flank coming in from Stewie. Fur going to pick up the headshot there. Still, oh no, dupreeh taking down Fur. Now it's all on Stewie. 1 versus 2, avoiding the 16-0. You definitely don't want that. Whatever else happens, just take that little bit of pressure away from them. Stewie crouching on in, looking for Sip. Instant headshot, just one left, and dupreeh will take him down. And they make it happen. 16-0ing MIBR to make it into the playoffs. Well, I have never seen anything like it.
I'm a bit speechless. I'm not worried though. The last time we saw this core of MIBR get 16-0'd, they went on a massive run and made it all the way to the finals of that event.
That is true, Moses. We could hope for something similar. Personally, I think we should bring up the graphics of the talent predictions again. I feel like that would be...
Oh, I see. Smug in victory, silent in loss. The Anders Bloom story.
I try and be smart.